2015 Drums and Percussion Paderborn Festival was recorded in 3D audio.
Oh, nice.
So, and we are able to make also on the end a 3D audio mix if we want. I mean, that is also possible. And to come back, I mean, how it came together. I mean, Ginger played and others this African style music, you know, and when I made the first time the stereo mix, it was like for me like, what is this, you know? Then you got it, made the stereo mix, and all of a sudden said, hey, we can make it later in 3D audio. How would it sound then? And that was also the idea for me. I said, okay, when we release Ginger, we have to start up, you know, to make a 5.1 mix.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, for the video stuff. And I mean, if you have the opportunity and the possibilities, you know, to call up Schmitt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
go with the best.
You have a legendary drummer.
Yep.
You have the legendary Schmitt.
In the legendary studio.
So,
how can you beat that?
I mean, hey,
so
would be a shame not to bring this together, you know. So and
well, the project kind of deserves, you know, the top line A-list approach.
And so, unfortunately, after the festival, a few months after the festival, Ginger got sick, you know, and I don't know if he is if he's coming back and doing some stuff, you know, but that's really very special that we recorded him, and you know, with his own drum set and with all the things, you know, and I mean, this project, it was a tough project for us to do it, you know, because everybody said like, are you sure you really want this, you know? And I said, yes, you do it. And
yeah, he had a reputation, but it's kind of cool that you just, you know, put that aside. And
you know what?
A lot of it was probably BS too, right?
A lot of people said he has a bad reputation, but if you talk to him, no, he is really great guy. And I mean, this is normal if you treat a person well, right and well, you know. And when I say, as long you have a few things which you need, you work. That's not a problem.
Right.
I mean, it's and really simple stuff. And
his wife's pretty cool too, I understand.
You know, that was all. And setting up the drum set with all our technicians together, you know, and we have a big crew, you know, in our society, you know, drum techs together. We all have fun there, and to make this happen. And Ginger brought also his drum tech, you know, so we set it up and
rocked.
Put the microphones on it and go.
Now, when are we going to see this? What's the projected release for the project?
I think we can release this in August, September, around.
August, September 2016, the Paderborn 2015 festival is about to drop.
We will make from every concert what we have, single CDs, DVDs, also online. You know, it will be online
for downloads.
We just looking that we put it also on HD tracks, and that you can use it as a HD track. And it will be available as video and as audio.
Now, in addition to Ginger Baker and Abu, there were other artists that you recorded there that are part of the project. So, why don't we talk about some of the the other CDs and DVDs and 5.1s that are going to be released from the festival?
I have to explain one thing. I mean, this festival is now since 2001, and we released a few other DVDs before with Chester Thompson, Louis Sconte, with Billy Cobham, and a few other stuff we already released. Also Chester Thompson trio, his jazz trio live, is already in Europe, available as CD, but we will release it next time also in United States. because we got a worldwide distribution 2 weeks ago,
Nice.
and for the whole festival, and so we are able now to release all the other material which was not mixed yet, not ready, because the festival was running till 2010 through the city of Paderborn as a promoter and the Heinz Nixdorf Museums Forum. We switched it then over to the society, to which we set it up, especially, for this festival. And so we had to switch our contracts with the artist, also to the society, to have a good fundamental. The basement must be good, release must be strong. So we have to transfer all the contracts, and we did that. But at that time when we did that, we recognized the whole market was changing. Do we sell hard copies? Is download better? What's going on with Spotify? And it was really unsure that if we have this special material, like I said here, Ginger Baker, Ricky Lawson with Philip Sayce, Dan Lutz, Hakim Ludin with Lenny Castro, Steve with Vital Information, Bernard Purdy and his whole band, there was involved Patrice Raj, there was involved Patrice Russian, Lutz Krajewski, Sam Pokar was involved in this project with Bernard Purdy, Rob Paparazzi from Blues Brothers, and all those guys, were involved in. We have Jeff Lorber, recorded live. We did Ian Pace from Deep Purple and Pete York. We have 2 more world percussion concerts, for example, with Martin Verdonk, Lenny Castro, Rani Krea from Sting. So there's tons of material, tons of it.
Like a huge archive to work through.
Yeah.
How many years do you think it'd take you to get through that, to release it?
I mean,
who knows?
1 or 2 years, and we are ready for that. I mean,
Go for it.
And now, since a few weeks, we have this distribution, and now I know the system is running. We have a strong distribution which helps us, to spread it out, and to release it and to distribute it. And so now it's a time, to release it, because now you see how the value is, if people wants to get hard copies again, who is buying a hard copy, who is only downloaded, because the market is now, you can see how it works.
Shifting. It's fragmenting and it's shifting.
But now a little bit
away from hard copy.
Yeah. It's away from hard copy, but now you understand the system, how it works, because
Right.
at that time, 2010, 2011, especially in Europe, everybody was not sure about anything, and you don't want to make a hard copy or something like that, and you have on the end stones.
Yeah, you don't want to go like down a technological cul-de-sac that's going to be NG in just a couple of years.
Yeah, and so now it's time to go through it, and so I thought, okay, we start to release Ginger Baker from the 2015 festival. And we will release a world percussion concert with Lenny Castro and Hakim Ludin. And also we will release Ricky Lawson with Philip Sayce and Dan Lutz on bass, and Alex Litchardwood was also involved in this concert. This is a very special project as well. I mean, Ricky was related to the festival since 2008, and he came very often to Paderborn. And besides the festival, and he passed away in the end of 2013, and we were really close friends, and that was also for our festival really I mean, if you lose a friend, it's tough, and then you need time if you really want to. You mix it, you do it, but you want to do it better and better and better, because it's the last recording. And Ricky and I, we worked on this in December 2013. A few days before he passed away, he was in Paderborn in my studio. We looked through the video this, and we did 3 workshops together. You know, we all the time when he was in my studio, we went out, you know, to schools and made drum recording workshops together, you know, for the students. And at that time, he was in my studio. We were looking through the video. Yeah, and the last words, what he said, release a video for me and my family. And then he said goodbye.
Wow.
Then it happens, you know, and that was really intense, you know.
So you know, I totally get that you want it to be perfect because it's your homage. What you're doing is to paying tribute to his memory and to his legacy.
Yeah.
And keeping
Sure.
it alive for people who haven't heard him yet.
Yeah, I mean, he had a very special way to play the drums, you know.
How would you describe it?
I would like to say something what Stevie Wonder said on Ricky's service. He said there were some drummers out, you know, when you had a track and you want to get it and nobody could get it, you call Ricky and he came and in a second he got it.
Mm-hmm. He was a natural.
He's like, a friend of mine said to me here in LA, Ricky was an angel, was a human being, you know, but in the back also a keyboard where you type in, I need this groove. Ricky sit down, play it, and done. And I recorded Ricky in my studio so often. I mean, I remember one project which we did for a producer from Cologne. 8 tracks. I sent these tracks before to Ricky, you know. I sent those tracks to Ricky before he came to Germany. Yeah. Then he came to my studio. The drums were already set it up, and the only thing what we did in between the songs is changing the snare drum or a bass drum, you know, but mostly it was maybe a snare drum. Those 8 tracks we did in 55 minutes. Done.
Wow.
The producer was sitting at 55 minutes, we were done,
It was
including
like
changing the snares.
1 or 2 takes a piece, right? Few takes.
One take. Everything, one take. Down, down. Next,
Next.
next, next, next. It was like,
It was a machine, man. Wow.
and
We need a few more of these
I
guys.
mean, we as Ricky said, we have a ball. We really had a ball. I mean, it was really like, and we exchanged a lot of knowledge. And when he passed away, I have to say, in January 2014, we went in his studio, made the whole inventory, and a lot of parts of his studio I took over and bought it from the family and kept
So
it.
we'll hear more of his stuff in the future too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's he did a lot of projects. I mean, he was famous also to do his Christmas
Mm-hmm.
records,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
which he really loved. I mean, he was really a guy who loved Christmas, and I mean, sad to say that he passed away December 23rd, December 24. I mean, at that night.
It's kind of ironic.
It's really an ironic situation, and yeah, but all over this. What can I say? I mean, it's sad. But now, he passed away in 2013. We are now in 2016. The stereo mix was done before. You know, I did this when he was there, and I correct some things after he passed again. But then you hear through it again and again. It's like, it has to be better. It has to be better. It has to be better. And you go really through every detail. And that's what I did, you know, really take everything what you get, you know, because his way how he played the drums was really unique. It was unique like Jeff Porcaro, and Ricky Lawson had also his unique thing. And it was a great concert with Dan Lutz, Philip Sayce, Alex, and yeah, we will release it really shortly.
Sounds good. Well, we can't wait to see the whole thing. Just from the taste that I've seen and heard, it's pretty exciting.
I mean, we started with this project. He had when we had the mix session, he had capital C with L. We started with Ricky's stuff, and just before the interview, one of the studio guys, the text came over and said, "Hey, I don't get it. It's a live recording, and you capture all the details of the instruments, and it's live. How you did that?" I said, source, instrument, a good drummer, and the good players, and the right microphones, the the correct chain, and that's all. I mean, it's on the end, it's physics.
It's exactly. It's not brain surgery. It's just having the right equipment and making sure that it all works in the way that it's set up to be.
Yeah, but also you need the right guys. The human of the artist. And if you have this, if this is connected together, the technical point plus the performance of the artist, if this fit.
Well, that's a perfect segue, because I want to.